Have it. The ayes have it. Proceed. Now, Abraham Kirwa Mosop. Julius Ruto Keses.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. The motion before us is an ideal motion for these honorables to discuss. As the nation Kenya, at the state where we are now, we seek to be an industrious country. We seek to create jobs for our youth. We seek to transform our economic activities of this nation. We seek to be self-sustained in terms of our livelihoods. And I want to say that this policy of automotive is a policy that we need to look at keenly and to support whatsoever energy we need to put in place. Mr. Speaker, we are now aware that under sector of education, the country has shifted to support the technical education for our youth. And this technical education, Mr. Speaker, equips our youth with technical skills. And the focus or the objective of this shift in our education sector is to ensure that we build our youth enough to be able to address the challenges of lack of employment, so that those who may not be successful to be employed by the formal sector can be able to be absorbed by the informal sector. And when we say informal sector, Mr. Speaker, is to ensure that we give our youth an opportunity to utilize the technical knowledge they have, and of course to build up their area where they are gifted in their lives. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this motion that as a country we need to look at policies in place to be able to allow our country not to keep importing every now and then. As you look at, all our roads are filled with imported second-hand motor vehicles. Yes, those are what we can afford by now. But if you look at the cost effect in it and the resultant net impact that is going to cause on us, is going to reduce us to majorly depend on importation, plus the parts that we need to be able to service these particular motor vehicles. Of course, majorly these are motor vehicles, but the day we allow our own industry, we assemble locally here, availability of spare parts will be available. The cost of managing will come down, and you realize that it will speed up our development. It will speed up our economic growth. So I stand to support this motion that this is the right direction we need to go, but then we need to go beyond this. That is not only going to remain to be a motion to be discussed here, but we want to see the sectors absorbing and adjusting to go this direction so that we retain our employment within our country, we retain our revenue within our country, we retain our income within our households within our country, and in the long run, we achieve the best livelihood we desire. Our families can be able to afford. We will absorb our youth. We will create talents within our country. We will create innovation within our country. And in the long run, Mr. Speaker, sir, Kenya can come to a point where we are also going to export the same technology outside to the other third world countries, like so the western side of African countries who have been reliably depending on Kenya. But unlike now, Kenya is shifting to be much of a borrower or of an importer than an exporter before. And that's, it even explains the current challenges we are going through in terms of the buying price, in terms of the difficulty in managing our cost of living. So, Mr. Speaker, or Madam Speaker, sorry, because the chair has changed, I stand to support this motion and say that this is the direction we need to go. We must hold on this one as a country, Kenya, and believe in ourselves that one day we shall be an industrious country like Japan, like Germany, or like the other countries that they manufacture a motor vehicle. Thank you so much for the opportunity that I've been accorded, and I want to say